saw my shot and I took it. I couldn't do it different. Couldn't afford to stop and go. I had to stay consistent.
It was once just an idea until breaking ground in November of 2016, and now here it is in all its glory. Spectacular SoFi Stadium here in metropolitan Los Angeles. Today, it's a Week 14 matchup that should be a good one between the New England Patriots and the Los Angeles Chargers. Of the NFL season are complete. What lurks in our final month? We're underway in Week 14. From a yard or two deep, here comes the return. And he'll wind up getting a couple extra yards here for his trouble to bringing it out of the end zone as he's down at the 27.
Ready.
They'll start on the ground here on first down. And he'll take this up near the 35, maybe the 34. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3.
Next to receivers, they'll spread the defense out, and they were able to come through with a slashing run.
But to that point, it's going to be interesting to see the personnel chess match as this one progresses.
Yeah, you're exactly right. Can they continue to create running lanes out of passing sets? And if so, it's going to be a long day for the defense.
A good run, got 7 on first. Here's 2nd and 3.
10 cycles.
Off play action. Vernon. Man open, that's Calvin Ridley. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. 14 yards is the pickup there and a Charger first down. Boy, the evolution of the game and how these guys in plays like that can get out of the pocket, keep plays alive, it just makes things so much harder for defenses.
It really does, and we're talking about an era in the game where the quarterbacks are the most athletically gifted that we've seen in a bunch. I mean, when you talk about collectively, it's unbelievable. So their ability to move is practiced now. It's not necessarily, oh, he just took off and you guys figure it out. When he takes off, everyone knows where to go now. They know how to run routes, change things, make themselves presentable for the quarterback. That's a lot of time that they put in on it. It's not just your static 1, 2, 3. This is where the ball goes anymore.
Three yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. The Pats are going to get there. Down he goes.
Okay, right.
And not an easy spot here. They'll be in search of 13 yards to try to pick up the first. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. They'll roll him out right. He's got his tight end. It's Albert Okwuegbunam now. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. The Chargers passing game rolling a bit here. They've got another first. We know that he can get first downs with his arm and his legs, Charles. And there, when he gets outside of the pocket, the defense has to account for both, and he's able to complete it for the first.
And he's very comfortable outside of the pocket. Some quarterbacks, that's not their thing. For him, that seems to be the #1 asset to his game. Gets out into the open field, things seem to break down the secondary a little bit, and he picks out the right target.
And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Work to be done here on 2nd and 16 after the sack. Back to throw. Vernon. Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Talanoa Hufanga. Well, it's no secret he's had trouble this year with interceptions, and this is a bad start for him. First drive, throwing another pick.
No matter who's broadcasting his game, that's how the conversation begins. Throwing too many interceptions, can he take care of the football? If I were his backup, I'd be edging towards the coaches and saying, hey, how about giving me an opportunity?
Three and a half to go, first quarter. On first down, they'll go to the ground attack. And he edges forward, but only gets a pair of yards out of it. It's second down. Well, this defense for the Chargers, they were very solid last week in the victory over Baltimore.
And no matter what's done throughout a ball game, it always comes back to blocking and tackling. That's the essence of football. But I think it's hard for people to understand just how difficult it is to tackle, especially open field. Very few missed tackles on tape that I saw last game. This team does a nice job of getting their opponents on the ground. And I think this is a route we'll see more of as this game goes on, because with his speed, they want to get him the ball in space on drag routes just like this. They want him to get the ball and run after the catch. Good job there, though, holding him for a short gain.
Herbert wants to throw it on 3rd and 1. And that nearly an opening drive INT, but it does fall incomplete. Not the way he wanted to start this ball game as it brings up 4th down.
How about this defense? They came up with a couple of big plays in this sequence, and none better than the one right there, forcing the incompletion and bringing up 4th down.
They snap it to Herbert. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. The Patriots come up empty on 4th down. And the Charger defense stands tall, and they get the football back. The Charger drive about to get going. Well, they were intercepted the first time they had the football, but now they get it back, and it's still 0-0.
And because of that, you know what the thought process is? Interception. What interception? It didn't really happen because they gave up no points. So go back on the attack. Go back and run the offense you believe will be successful. Find your playmakers and give them the football.
It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
A nice run here early on. It doesn't take a great play call to realize you want to establish a guy of his caliber who runs like this early, because they will pay dividends as the game progresses.
So they'll come up after the gain of 7 on a 2nd and 3. Off the play fake. Vernon. He completes that to Garrett Wilson. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. 25 yards there on the catch and run.
And that's how you shake off the interception you throw on the opening drive. Come back and throw another strike and gain nice yardage. And I give credit to two people on this one. The man throwing the ball and the person calling the plays. They're not shutting him down early in this game.
So into Pat's territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 36. Looking to throw. Vernon. Across the middle and into the hands of Ridley. And they'll work this down inside the 30. The Chargers at 5-7 now on the year. They've been playing their best football of the year, winners of 4 in a row.
And I thought that they played pretty well last week. Their execution, their discipline, their resilience, all on display in that victory.
And the slot man goes in motion left. On 2nd down, it's Potter, and they'll be inside the 25 now at the 24. A gain of 5, good enough for the 1st down. No score after 1 on EA Sports. They go back to the ground, this time Swift. And he's going to lose yardage and be backed up to the 25. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11. Well, you told me before, it's great to be an athlete. A lot of great athletes out there. It's good to have instincts, and he has those.
I would take those above athleticism in a lot of cases, because if you know where the ball's going before anyone else can get there and block you, you can make up for a lack of athleticism by being a touchdown.
Albert Okwuegbunam with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Chargers post the first points of the ball game as they take the lead here in this second quarter. Santos with the extra point, and it's now a 7-0 game. Now after the touchdown, here's Santos to kick this one away. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. The Pats at the line, ready to go. And last time they were stopped on 4th down. Had a drive stalled out. We'll see how they respond this go-around.
I'm eager to see what their mindset is, because moving the ball, feeling good, and then that abrupt stop on 4th down, do they go back to the bench and go, oh, boy, they got something for us? Or do they go to the bench and say, we blew it ourselves, let's get back out there and move the ball again?
And is it different when you get stopped on 4th versus punt? Is that more motivation for the defense, a little more confidence?
I think as a defense, you're so excited with a 4th down stop. Making them punt, that's your goal anyway. But a 4th down stop, that's almost a sign of disrespect that they went for it in the first place. And when you get that, you feel great about yourselves.
And he's dropped right at the 40. Gain of 3.
Not a huge carry there on 1st down, but not all of them will be. But still, all in all, a positive play for the offense. It's all about picking up at least a few to set up what you're going to do here on 2nd down.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. They'll fake the handoff. Now Herbert. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
They've given him some different looks here defensively in the early going. He's only hit 2 of his first 5 passes. With a big 3rd down coming up, he's hoping he's got a play dialed up. They can take advantage of whatever the defense throws at him.
Going to throw on 3rd down with Herbert. Chargers able to get the pressure and bring him down. Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game. To punt on 4th down, here's Rigoberto Sanchez. He punted 4 times in the loss last week as he gets this one away here. That's taken on the 25. They'll score that a 36-yard punt, and it'll be Charger football here as they take over. The Charger drive about to get going. Things progressing to plan so far. Their defense has been solid, and they've got themselves a 7-0 lead after the touchdown the last time they had the ball.
And this is no time to even think about, hey, are we going to milk the clock? Hey, are we just going to do ball control? This is the NFL. 7-0 leads, they don't last very long unless you continue to push the envelope on offense.
This a 2nd and 7 from the 37.
Ready.
They'll stay on the ground with Swift. And he'll get up near the 45. They'll spot it at the 44. That one a 1st down pickup of 8.
That's a good, nice, crisp run for a 1st down. I wonder if the defense might have been loosened up a little bit, maybe anticipating a pass instead of the run that they got.
On the double. Ready.
They run the option here on 1st and 10. And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. A little do-it-yourself run right there and a nice gain.
And I like that he knew that that was about all he was going to get. So he did a nice job of protecting himself, took care of the football, took what the defense gave him. If they continue to allow him to do that, they'll find their way taking what they can all the way to the end zone.
Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. Targeting Thomas on the out route, making the catch. He's got room at the 30. A big play there for LA. 45 yards.
This is what made the West Coast offense a staple around the NFL in the 80s and 90s. You don't have to push the ball deep downfield to come up with big plays, and there's an example of that right there.
Back to throw. Vernon. That is caught at the 7-yard line. Touchdown, Chargers. A 5-yard touchdown. And the Chargers go up by 2 touchdowns. Now the point after try for Santos. And it's good to make it 14-0. Now after the touchdown, here's Santos to kick this one away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. The Pats at the line, ready to go. Still in the first half, but this offense has struggled. Haven't really been able to get anything going, not only in the points category, but in the yards category. Let's see if they can do better here on this drive. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. A little too much extracurricular there.
When you have a game with a lot of contact, tensions are going to run pretty high. You're going to be emotional, but you have to harness it somehow, and he didn't on that play.
Here's Herbert. Bellinger hauls it in out left side. So he'll be stopped here for no gain. And that's going to bring up second down. Now it's Herbert. Over the middle, caught by London. And he'll be taken down here just shy of the 30.
And that's a more than acceptable read right there because it's zone coverage, so timing is everything. This time he waits for his man to come open, puts it right on him, and they pick up a first down.
2 minutes to play, first half. It's 14-0. Coming up at halftime, I'll go from one personality, that's you, Charles Davis, to another one in Orlando, the coach. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL. You and Jonathan Coachman, both larger than life.
No doubt about it.
But you're stuck with me in this booth,
yes,
and he's miles away and smiling.
And happy.
Play action. It's Herbert. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
That certainly appeared to be a play call where they were just trying to make second down, second and short. I think they thought the coverage was off a little bit more than it was. Nice job there pressing up on it and forcing the incompletion.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 as they line up, 2nd and 10. To the air again, Herbert. This pass into the hands of Bellinger. And some room to work. And they're going to be set up now with the ball at the 13-yard line.
When you get a big tight end like this, sometimes it takes more than one man to bring him down. Oftentimes, your best bet, just jump on and hold on and wait for your teammates to arrive to help get him on the ground.
Oh, looking for Waddle, but it's intercepted. Shaquille Griffin with a pick. And the Chargers are going to take possession here as they've got it at their own 4-yard line. Charles, not only is that an interception, it's one when you were really knocking on the door for a touchdown inside the red zone.
You're actually thinking points. No matter what, at worst, you're thinking kicking a field goal and getting 3. We might look back on this in the second half and say, you remember when they didn't get points on that drive? This could cost them.
Now the Patriots going to use one of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming second down play.
Ready.
Well, they'll run it here on the jet sweep. And he's going to be taken down shy of the 5-yard line. Now a second timeout called for by the defense as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. Facing the prospect of a punt from their own end zone, they need some cushion. Let's see what they can do on 3rd down. From deep in their own territory, they look to throw. That's complete. It's Okuwebunam. And he's out right at the 25. Give them 22 there on the third down conversion.
Here we go.
Throwing on first down. Vernon. And his throw here's incomplete. Just his second incompletion so far. He's 8 for 10. I think he'll take 80%.
There's no doubt that he will, but if you're the defensive play caller, you better circle what you just dialed up on your play sheet and come back to it because you just caused an incompletion. You need a few more of those.
They try to throw on second down, but this one is incomplete.
Well, you know me, whether you need it or not, I'm going to give a little unsolicited advice. Just throw it downfield out of the pocket only if you're absolutely sure. Otherwise, use your running ability and try and get those yards a safer way.
Off play action. Vernon. And he goes down. It's a Patriots sack. The Patriots will take their third and final timeout, as the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this first half. On fourth down, here's Presley Harvin on to punt. He was called on 3 times in the win last week as his first one here's away. Fielded at the 33. It's a 45-yard punt, but a decent return there of 9 yards. And the Patriots take over. The Pats at the line, ready to go. And they do have terrific starting field position, but no timeouts to work with, so they'll need to operate quickly. Nowhere to go for Herbert, and he's going to go down. Now, following the sack, they'll look to make amends on a second down and 17. This pass is caught by London. And he's going to step out of bounds all the way down at the 20. A big play there just before halftime. 46 yards. And Charles, with that completion, I'm told that puts him now over 3,000 yards passing on the campaign.
And Brandon, I think we have to start to think about where we are in the season, because right now, 4,000 is not out of the question. I think a big game or two, he's certainly capable of getting that done.
Oh, he's brought down. And remember here, no timeouts left. They got to get to the line quick. Nifty running there, but it'll come on what should be the final play of half number 1. So we have come to halftime in what's already a 2-touchdown game, as we are off to Orlando now to check in with Jonathan Coachman and our EA Sports halftime report. Coach? And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, getting set for quarter number 3 here. The Patriots trailing here, but they will have the football first as the third quarter is underway. This will be brought out from the middle of the end zone. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one. The Pats at the line, ready to go. Charles, it'll be interesting to see what adjustments this offense made in the locker room. Haven't really been able to get anything going offensively. He's got a man, complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before they reach the 50. So the line of scrimmage all the way up to midfield now as they've got it first and 10. Play action this time for Justin Herbert. Left side to Lamb. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work this to the 45. Herbert off of play action. He'll fire deep downfield for Lamb. And he's in. Touchdown, Patriots. CeeDee Lamb, 45 yards. And the Patriots come right out of the locker room and score here in the opening minute of the third quarter. Piñeiro's extra point up and good. And that'll make our score 14-7. Now after the touchdown, here's Pinheiro to kick it off. And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And they'll get him down right around the 25, actually the 26 officially, so a net gain of 1 there. The Charger drive about to get going. And maybe some renewed pressure on this unit following the touchdown a moment ago. It's back to a one-score game.
And because of that pressure, because it's now a one-score game, they know this is where you need to slow the momentum change, because otherwise that could overrun your team. You've got to be careful right here. As they began this drive, I was wondering how they were going to attack since they're playing with the lead. Would they continue to try and push the ball downfield? Well, after one play, it appears that the answer is yes.
On 1st and 10, it's Swift. Trying to find a lane, but instead he'll get back to the line of scrimmage. And no more. Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again 2nd and 10.
2nd and 10 at the 47-yard line.
Off the play fake. Vernon. Now, quick throw there, going to be batted away and incomplete.
But based on the play we just saw there, he might not be the guy you want to challenge in coverage on these all-important snaps. He certainly looks dialed in right now.
They had the incomplete pass on 2nd down. Now they need a big play here, 3rd and 10. Looking to throw. Vernon. He'll get that complete to Albert O. And he's got another 1st down as the tackle's going to be made at the Patriots' 31-yard line. A good pickup there, a 22.
And that's well executed there on 3rd down. And I love the confidence that they had to let their tight end try and find some space in the middle of the field, right in their quarterback's line of vision. And QBs love to make that easy throw, and they hooked up there for a 1st down.
And this time they were ready for him as they'll stop him right at the line of scrimmage. They'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
Sometimes with the running game, you've just got to stick with it. Look, it's the 3rd quarter, no time to panic. But that also doesn't mean you just do it the same way you've been doing it the entire ball game. Maybe change up some blocking assignments or run a few different plays, but stay with the overall essence of the running game.
Second and 11. And he's going to be taken down back around the 35-yard line. Multiple players getting home there, and it's a loss of 2 on the sack.
This is a little hard for me to compute because I'm watching sack after sack happen, but somehow they're still behind in the game. I would expect all of this defensive pressure to translate to them taking a lead, and thus far, it hasn't happened. Time's winding down. They don't want to waste this type of performance from these ace pass rushers.
That'll go for a gain of 7, and that's going to bring up a 4th down.
Carlos Santos on for the field goal. A 44-yard.
Santos' kick is up and through, and they will move up by 10 now, 17-7. So 3 points, response there to that opening touchdown in this 3rd quarter.
And that's an important 3, both in terms of adding to your lead, but also letting the other guys know you're not going to just come out in the second half and take over.
The Patriots take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Pats at the line, ready to go. They trail by 10, 17-7 as they come up on a 1st and 10. Herbert. And that is incomplete.
You get the sense that they're saying we're not playing up to what we're capable of, and we're deep enough into the game that the early jitters are long gone, that they should now have some sense of continuity and be able to make some of these plays that they have not been doing so far.
To throw on 2nd and 10. Herbert. That's to Waddle on the quick slant. And he takes us up to the 40-yard line before being corralled. Second catch for him today, and it'll wind up a first down.
You can see the time and effort and thought that they put into their passing game because it was evident right there. It looks like a simple pitch and catch, but you and I both know that they have planned for this and worked hard to make it happen.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
Well, the passing windows are just not there, and that's just another example of how great this defense has been all game long.
And that's exactly what a top 10 defense can do. They can really change the game tempo and frustrate you as you try to execute offensively.
Third quarter now from SoFi Stadium. Here's a 2nd and 10.
A play fake, and now Herbert to throw.
All right, rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Pick made by Terrell Bernard. And the Chargers are going to take possession of the football.
Oh, timing is everything on a route like this. He tried to drive that football into a tight spot. And if you're a little early or a little late, chances are there's going to be someone there. And sure enough, this one's going the other way.
Now a play fake here on first down. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
That incompletion certainly slows things down a little bit and brings up a very important call for 2nd and long. What do? Run and try and get some yardage and make it 3rd and manageable? Or challenge the coverage again, hoping for a bigger gain?
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. Swift going to try up the middle. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. Officially nothing on that one. No gain, so they're left with still 10 to go on 3rd down. Now, they struggled to get him rolling on the ground in the first half, and that's sort of continuing here in the 3rd quarter.
Yeah, but I don't think it's time to abandon the running game. I would say keep feeding the horse, and I believe he'll eventually reward them, especially as we get deeper in the game.
An extra corner comes on now for the Patriots D on 3rd down. Operating from the gun, Vernon.
That's into a crowd and intercepted.
Now he's hit on the return. It's a loose football. And now off to the races down the right side. And this is going to be a Charger touchdown.
Well, not exactly the way that they drew it up, partner, but certainly not going to complain because the end result, touchdown.
A great outcome for the offensive side, but a crushing play defensively. You make a quick stop, force a fumble, only to see them take the fumble all the way in for 6 points. Now the challenge becomes not getting down and going out and continuing to make plays and hoping the ball bounces your way the next time.
The Pats at the line, ready to go.
I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a final chance to get out of this situation, but they also understand they've got to move the ball and move it fast. In addition, they need to save as much time so they can get 2 more possessions.
And he'll be marked down at the 26 with a gain of 7.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Back to throw here, Herbert.
Got a man, it's Waddle, complete.
And they work this well upfield across the 45. 3 quarters have come and gone. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports.
Patriots 7.
Herbert on first down now. And the Chargers rush is going to get there. Down he goes. Don't need it all back at once, but you figure they're going to need something here. 17 yards to go on second down. Another try after the first down sack. Herbert, throw left side complete. That's Lamb. And they'll get this down to around the 47-yard line. You cannot write these guys off just yet, not with a quarterback like that on your side.
You mean it actually crossed your mind with him running the team that you could actually maybe write this game off?
Not yet.
Not a chance. Not with him. We've seen it too many times.
Open man Lamb. It's complete.
And all the way in. Touchdown, New England.
CeeDee Lamb.
Halfway to 100 now with career touchdown number 50.
And the Patriots have got it back to a 2-score game here in the fourth. Piñeiro's extra point up and good.
And the lead down to 10, 24-14.
Patriots 14.
Now after the touchdown, here's Piñeiro to kick it off.
And we'll see a return here from the end zone. And they'll get him down right around the 25, actually the 26 officially, so a net gain of 1 there.
Ready?
The Charger drive about to get going. Well, don't look now, but they've got a little bit of a battle on their hands again. Back to a 2-score game. The interception that led to a touchdown. You'd have to think they're a little more careful here if they do. The ball comes out, and it's picked up by the Patriots.
Partner, that one looked like it was over. I mean, they had control, had the football, and the defense had to make a play in order to keep them in the game. That's exactly what they did.
And now that door ajar, 2-score game, so hold on here. Not done in the fourth. Throwing to start the drive, but that one incomplete.
We know it's not an easy job to go out and catch passes when people are trying to tackle you and knock the ball away. But the bottom line is, that's a pass he's got to have and a pass he should have caught.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. Here's Herbert. And caught by London. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. A gain there of 21 yards. On first down, it's Herbert. And that's going to be caught for a Patriot touchdown.
CeeDee Lamb.
His 3rd touchdown of the game, number 14 on the year.
And the Pats have made it a 1-score game again here in the fourth. Piñeiro's extra point up and good.
And now things get a bit more interesting here in this fourth quarter. Now after the touchdown, here's Piñeiro to kick it off.
This taken in at the goal line. And he'll take it a yard or so past the 20, call it the 21.
The Charger drive about to get going. Now, Charles, of course, you got to remember, last possession they fumbled. It led to a touchdown. 1-score game here. Got to be careful.
And this is where coaching and training really comes into play, doesn't it? What does everyone say after an error? Next play. Move on. Next drive. That mantra has to come to the front. They've got to take care of business right here and act like the last series just didn't happen.
Ready.
From the 21, it's 2nd and 10.
They will run straight ahead with Swift.
And he'll be brought down here at the 28. They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3.
That's it. That's what you want. Straight ahead positive gain. Just keep that clock ticking.
The Chargers on 3rd down. They've hit it 50%, 3 of 6 to this point. Here it's 3rd and 3. Back to throw. Vernon. And he's going to hook up with his big tight end. Complete.
And he is going to have the Chargers first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
And that pickup of a first down That's going to leave a mark because they really needed to stop them there, didn't they?
So frustrating. Defensively, you're a play away from getting that football back here, down late. Tough.
Now they've got to find a way to...
And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted.
And the Pats are right back in this football game.
So, my goodness, I wouldn't have thought this possible not too long ago, but that turnover there means we have a game again.
Yeah, it's been a completely different team here in the second half. I just wonder on the other side of the field where the starters telling the backups, get ready, you're going to get some playing time. And now guess what? Hope they didn't cut the tape off of their wrists and ankles. They've got to go back out there and play.
After the turnover, here's Herbert. Able to hit his target, Lamb. And he'll be tackled on the other side of midfield at the 46-yard line.
And here we are in the fourth quarter, partner, and watch them drive for what would be a go-ahead touchdown. And you and I both know this is where you need a quarterback who can keep his cool back there. Not just for himself, but to keep the rest of the team relaxed, too.
Meanwhile, Herbert's throw brought in by Bellinger.
And they'll get this to the 30-yard line before crossing over out of bounds. It'll be a Patriot first down on a pickup of 16. Now Herbert with it, looking to pass.
This will be caught. It's Waddle.
And they do get him down, but not before he's able to slip it inside the 5-yard line.
Walker is going to go backwards. He'll lose yardage back to the 5.
That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be second down.
And they've just not been able to block him at all throughout this game. Seems like every other play, he's doing something in the backfield. Already got 2 sacks, and now here's a tackle behind the line.
Back at the 5-yard line now, second and goal.
Again, Walker.
And he is in. Touchdown, New England.
Kenneth Walker with his 13th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Patriots have taken a fourth-quarter lead. Piñeiro's extra point up and good.
And that will make this a 4-point game. Now after the touchdown, here's Piñeiro to kick it off.
From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And they'll be backed up to start this drive as he's taken down right around the 15.
Here we go.
The Charger drive about to get going. They're sort of seeing themselves spiral out of control. Let's see if they can get things back on track.
And this is where the coach is walking that line of being calm and really being firm with his team. Had one tell me once, we were having a tough patch. This too shall pass, this too shall pass. And if we kept having a rough patch, he said, but you got to do something to make it pass. And that's what they have to do. They've got to get some control back, get themselves reasserted, and calm things down.
See if they can get calm and reassert themselves here.
Shot, 17.
They go play action here on first down. And seeing no options, he just tosses this one away incomplete. Now that'll bring up second down. I see you nodding your head up and down. That's a very heady decision at this stage of the game. Out of the pocket, nowhere to go. Just get rid of it.
That's a smart play because you're not worried about your completion percentage, and you're also not trying to force it into bad traffic as well. Throw the ball away, live to fight another down.
They work again from the 38 on second and 10. He'll look to throw. And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down.
Backed up here. Tough spot. Needing 11 yards to pick up the first.
Back to throw. And he'll get it out a couple yards shy of midfield at the 48. The Chargers going to signal for the first of their timeouts as they stop it prior to what will be an important fourth down.
That looked great when he first took off because in my mind, there was room to run and he had the marker in his sight. but I certainly didn't expect them to close so quickly, and neither did he. They got to him just in time, and now that forced him to make a decision with this fourth down call.
Got to try it here. He's back to throw. And they'll get him down on the other side of midfield. Now another timeout called for by the offense, as they'll get a chance to talk it over after picking up the first down. Fourth down, trailing in the fourth quarter. They felt compelled to go for it, and they got it.
Well, I'd look down at my play sheet, and what I would find, plays have been successful throughout the game that have worked in the distance you need, and that's exactly what they got done.
They'll look to throw. Over the middle, it's complete. And he's going to be taken down right at the 40-yard line.
It's a gain of 9. Brings up second and a yard at the 40-yard line.
He's back to throw. He finds his man, complete. That's Potter. And he is going to lose yardage here. Chargers going to use their third and final timeout as the clock shows 50 seconds to play here in quarter number 4.
Let's go.
This will be the 8th play of the drive here. 3rd and 4. Back to throw. And tight coverage there. It's knocked away, incomplete.
With that incompletion, reality is staring them right in the face. This entire game is down to the next snap.
As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. They had to go for it with such little time remaining. And the Patriots defense is going to take over on down. The Pats at the line, ready to go. And with the defense out of timeouts, powerless to stop the clock, this should just be a couple of kneel downs. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8. I guess the simple question, why not just take a knee there?
I don't understand either why you would take any sort of a chance. We've seen it happen in the game of football. Doesn't matter whether you watch high school, college, or the NFL. Some people get a little greedy, trying to get that extra running play in, and it can backfire on them.
Somebody lit a fire under that offense during the break, Charles. Remember, they trailed at intermission. They come out, they have the big second half, and that lifts them to the victory.
And Brandon, trailing at halftime, we always talk about teams making adjustments. You know what the best adjustments usually are? It's just executing better. Because the game plan you put in place at the beginning of the week often still holds. You don't have to make wholesale changes. Just have to do it a little bit better, a little cleaner. And they did that in the second half, and that led them to victory.
So for New England, it's a very important win as they move to 9-4 now on the year.